Today's the day, guys. I'm going to pick up my Mustang quarter horse filly. I've got to go to a friend's place to pick up a trailer. Then I'll run and get the filly and bring her back. I've already fed everybody this morning. You can probably see Sage over there. He's eating. Normally I wouldn't feed him again until about 4 p.m. But I've got the feed ball and another bucket ready to go. When I get back, I can back the trailer up to the round pen. Here, I'll show you guys. And I can put 2 different feed piles in there. My front gate's up there. I'll pull in here and back up to the pen. I'll leave her in the trailer for a little while. I think I might put feed in to the back stable for Sage and close the gate, and then leave her there for a little while. Then I'll let her into the round pen with her own feed. They grew up with each other to some extent. And then I'll open the gate and let them get to know each other. Sage is a stallion, and that's been a concern for some people. But in nature, you know, stallions are with mares and foals all the time. And these 2 horses grew up together. And they never had a problem then. And none of the other, there's many foals over there running around, and none of them have had problems. So I'll just keep my eye on it and be responsible with them. Separate them if need be. But they grew up together. It shouldn't be a problem. I made a post yesterday about a horse that I saw in the middle of nowhere out there in the desert. And a lot of people were like, go get it. Why didn't you take it home? I would be willing to bet that that's for the same reason a lot of you guys wouldn't. It's really expensive to feed a horse. It takes a lot of water to water a horse. You might not have a trailer to haul the horse. Although the horse looked kind of hungry, it could be somebody's horse free-ranging, and therefore that would be theft. You know how they used to deal with people that steal horses, is they'd hang them. It's a pretty serious crime, you know. That's a pretty big investment just to have them come and take the horse a week later, because I would go about it by telling everyone that I had the horse, posting about it and all that, and you never know, maybe even someone that didn't own the horse would try to claim it. I don't know, guys. Oh, and then there's this. I have a new foal coming today. I've got a 3-year-old stallion. You can't just put a random horse with another stallion. They might fight. I don't have 3 different stables that are stallion built to keep them all separate. It's a lot more complicated. I'd love to just take in everything, every animal that's sick, and take care of it, but you just can't do that, especially when you're living off grid in the middle of nowhere in more of a survival situation. Turns out I'm already a little too early. Story of my life. It's better to be early than late, but if you've found yourself thinking constantly about my melons, look how big this cantaloupe is right here. That's, oh, it's about as big as you'd see at the store, I think. And I've got 4 right here. I thought these were cucamelons, and they may be, I don't know. Maybe they're watermelon and they're just going to blow up. But there's some sort of melon here. It could be a canary melon or whatever. And look, if you look close, even though it's been down in the 30s outside, I've got all these starts coming in because it's really warm here in the geothermal. Here's another cantaloupe and another couple of those melons. If they're cucamelons, they're huge. And if they're watermelons, they're tiny. Here's another one. I've got spaghetti squash in here, and there's even tomatoes coming in. I'm excited to see how far some of these will go. You know, a lot of this is, well, this side is mostly not fall crop, but I'll probably be able to bring everything into harvest, and then I've planted already a bunch of fall crop that'll come up afterward. So there will be a bunch of squash and whatnot in here, and lettuce and things like that. See, on this side, I already have a big old broccoli that I'll just be able to break off some broccoli throughout the winter, and different types of salad and more squash. The strawberries I just planted look like they're all doing pretty well too. Just a little update on my melons. How fast should you drive when you're going to pick up your horse? Or when you're pulling your trailer on dirt roads. I've got about 40 miles I need to cover, and I put a cup of water in here, and I've just been watching it. I don't have the trailer on now, so I'll check again, but right now I'm just watching it, and it just, as long as I'm driving about how I should be. See, that started splashing. That's too fast for the horse. I'm watching it. It shouldn't do much more than just ripple a little bit. And if it leans to one side, you know, you're just on a hill, but it shouldn't be slapping back and forth. So this should be about normal, and this is pretty bumpy, but right here it's going to be too much. See how it kind of slaps around like that? When I got there, they had Ginger in a round pen, and I backed up to the pen, and then I just gently asked her, come on, Ginger. I've met her a couple times, and she's always been sweet with me, and she just followed me right to the trailer. And I put a little hay in my hand, which I don't even think she cared about that much, and after a few more, you know, I was just like, come on. She just hopped right in the back, and now I'm headed back. And what I was going to say is, a lot of these stretches, like I'm only doing 10 miles an hour. I just don't want to shake the hell out of her. Hi, sweetie. Hey there. I brought you a snack. Remember Ginger, buddy? Remember her? I think you do, huh? Hey, buddy. How are you? Did you miss me today? I missed you too, buddy. That's important. Good girl. Good girl. Get your fill. You having fun, sweetie? Boy, you're a pretty filly. Watch him go.